Welcome, welcome. Happy weekend, everybody. I hope it is. So, this week we get back to our regularly scheduled weekly readings. If you didn't know, last week I did year ahead readings for all the signs. So, if you want, just gonna pick up and show you all that. Just flip to the top. We love to see it. It's a nice way to start the reading. So, if you haven't caught your 2021 year ahead reading yet, you can find that on the channel. But if you're here for the weekly, you're in the right place. So, as usual, we will go through all 12 signs, Aries all the way to Pisces. Good cards jumping this week, okay. And we'll be looking at overall focus and energy for the coming week, how it looks when it comes to money, work, jobs, resources, and then how it looks in the realm of love, relationships, connections, friends, family, etc. So let's get into it. Yesterday was a new moon. It's time for a fresh start. Hey, Nisa, Kelly, Hillary, hey! I'm so excited. Welcome, welcome. So, Spirit is already harping. Ha! Okay, I'll pick up and show you. Spirit is harping on the fact that we just had that new moon, and they're like, fresh start, clean slate. Here's the card up for everybody. Make small adjustments. This is what they're saying. Oftentimes when we talk about fresh start, clean slate, there's a little bit of pressure. And there's a little bit of like, get it right this time. Spirit's like, don't worry about getting it right. Worry about forgiving yourself for the shit that hasn't worked up until this point so that you're not dragging that baggage into what you're doing. Okay? Like, I'm just going to write it off. We're going to start again. We're going to try again. Try again. Make shifts, make adjustments. Hey, Vita, welcome, welcome. Thank you, y'all, for already liking the video. I super appreciate that. It means a lot, and it really helps. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Sarah, she here. All right. Now, universal messages aside, let's jump into the specifics for each sign, starting with Aries. Cardinal fire, leader of the pack. Spirit's already talking. The leader of the pack. Vroom, vroom. Hey, hey, Maggie. Just in time for vroom, vroom. All right, Aries. Aries sun, Aries moon, Aries rising, Spirit. What's on the agenda for Aries this week? What do you want to help them be aware of for their highest good? Overall focus and energy of the coming week, okay? And now, Spirit. When it comes to Aries and money, work, jobs, resources, what does Aries need to know? Wow. What does Aries need to know for their highest good? Okay? Listen. Constantly brooming. And now, Spirit, when it comes to relationships, the realm of feelings and connections, hey, Cherokee! Ooh, okay. Anime binge. Let me know what it is later. Take your time. Get into it. But I'm a big anime binger, so I'm curious. All right. Let's get into it, Aries. Ooh, okay. Spirit is using the word transcend. Oh my gosh, Patty, thank you. That is so lovely. I really appreciate that. Oh God, no, we can't start weeping. It's the beginning of the stream. Bye, Jerky. Enjoy. I'm gonna look that up later. I don't know that one. All right, Aries, let's talk. Overall focus and energy for this week. There is some healing to be done. There is some rest and rejuvenation. And honestly, what I'm hearing is that is going to give you more pleasure, more satisfaction, even than perhaps like working tirelessly and relentlessly, thank you, Patty, towards something. It's like, okay, like they talked about that clean slate and that Two of Pentacles and making adjustments. This may be the week to kind of sit back, relax, more taking an inventory of your thoughts and of your plans and sorting things out rather than maybe plowing forward. I feel like there's some transcending to do, there's some realizations to have, and there's a sort of order to bring to things. And Four of Swords is saying put your thoughts on paper, journal, meditate, take some fucking naps, take some fucking breaks. Aries, you have a tendency, because you're a cardinal sign, because you're a fire sign, like you have a tendency to go and go and go and go until you hit the wall. And Spirit is trying to pull you back from that, essentially. That's what I'm feeling. And there's a lot to be gained this week from a little bit of restraint. It's funny, but Spirit is saying like rest, relaxation, rejuvenation, and restraint. There is still an amount of satisfaction and happiness and even like wish fulfillment. There's a level of self-contentment that can come from this, and I almost feel like Spirit wants you to learn the lesson that you don't have to push yourself to like blood, sweat, and tears levels to be appreciated. So take a little rest, take a little break. If you've been meaning to and needing to take a day off, take it. Enjoy yourself. It's fuzzy socks propped up on the table, shut the curtains, put on your favorite movie type of energy. Okay? Take care of you. All right? All right. It doesn't mean nothing's going to get done. Like the opposite, like they're saying, where we don't have to push ourselves through the damn wall to make a breakthrough. There's a breakthrough on the agenda. Okay, Aries? Hey, hey! Welcome, welcome, Deb. There's a breakthrough on the agenda, but it's personal. It's like this is funny, Spirit is saying it's an intra-personal breakthrough. So it's going within. And Aries, we're talking about jobs, money, projects, resources. So something that you want, something that you strongly want to begin. I'm going to come back to Spirit talking about that clean slate and start again and make adjustments and forgive yourself for past trespasses, past failures, past experiments that didn't go the way you wanted them to. That's the point of experiments, right? Even the best scientists are operating at first on a guess. It's like we can call it a hypothesis and a theory, and that sounds way nicer than guess, but it is still a guess. So it's okay for you to scrap certain things, try again. This is an experiment. Don't be held up and held back by a fear of getting it wrong. Okay? Like getting it wrong, again, it's funny, but Spirit is bringing me back to science. It's like the best and smartest and most rigorous people in the world have a whole career based on trying it, getting it wrong, trying again. Not taking it personally. Oh, I got it wrong, or that wasn't correct. Let me try again. Spirit is telling you to do that, Aries. Sometimes you can be a little bit like, this is funny, this is what Spirit is showing me. Like somebody picking up a guitar, like, yeah, I'm gonna be a fucking rock star. And this is their first time holding a guitar, right? And I don't know if any of you have played before or attempted to play before, but before you know like how to push down those strings hard enough to even make a sound, it's like the most frustrating endeavor where it's just like thunk, thunk, funk, like nothing, no music, barely a sound coming out, and then Aries just being like, fine, I guess this wasn't it, like I guess I'm just not good at this. And Spirit's like, continue to break through that, continue to give yourself permission to feel insecure, to know all the things that could go wrong, and to go forward anyway. I appreciate that, Sarah. That's a high compliment. I hope that this helps them. I hope that this is helpful. They've got what it takes, even though it is the beginning. It is just the beginning. It's the seed, right? That's what aces are. They're raw, pure potential energy. But if we decide to help out, if we decide to put our shoulder into it, it can become something. Ace of Swords, Spirit is using the phrase, carve your own path, Aries. Carve your own path. And carving your own path, always, for anyone, always looks like transcending and carving through the fears, the insecurities, the worries, right? But I'm going to point out that this lady is blindfolded and bound, but these are the loosest ass bindings I've ever seen in my life. Literally and figuratively, she can shrug this shit off and move forward when she's ready. No judgment, no blame. Take your time. If you want to stay like this, this is just how Spirit's putting it, okay? Don't blame, don't shoot the messenger. Oh my gosh, S, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh my God. Okay, now this is what Spirit is saying, and don't shoot the messenger. Like I said, Aries, it's like I tried it. I'm not good at it on the first try. I'm gonna stop this right now. Like, there's no way. And Spirit is like, there absolutely 100% is. You can stay like this another 6 or 8 weeks if you want. But all it means is that you're still going to be pulling this card in 6 or 8 weeks when you could start right now. You don't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be complete. It's the opposite. Start again. Try again. Make adjustments. Look at what your fears are and carve a path with and through them. Okay? Okay. Now, it's interesting, Aries, you are a sign known for its courage, known for your willingness to initiate, to take the lead, to carve through things, to plow forward. But your reading is talking a lot about facing fears this week. When we look at relationships, feelings, love, etc., this isn't your only card, okay? Wait for the good news. The Devil. Fear. Fear, attachments, toxicity, addiction, okay? Now this can be addiction when we're looking at the relationship sector. I'm feeling that this is more of like an unhealthy dynamic or toxic environment or toxic relationship with another human being. Now you might have, oh, this is what Spirit is saying. Even if this is a human being, the truth of the addiction and the attachment to them is not so much that they are the single most compelling human being on the planet. It's more like, oh, hey, the way this person treats me and the way this person triggers me rhymes with the way my parent or the way my whomever like treated me as a child, and it brings out like that urge to please, or it brings out that urge to prove myself. And that's kind of how Spirit is putting it. You don't need to prove yourself to anybody, Aries. You are an individual, you are unique, you are doing it right, because Nine of Pentacles is like, I'm happy, happily single. You don't have to literally be single, Aries, to pull this card. And reminder that this may not necessarily be a romantic partner. This can be a toxic family member, a toxic friend, a toxic working environment where you have relationships with people. Either way, Spirit is saying, what's holding you back? What's holding you back? The Devil and the Eight of Swords have this in common. It is personal fears. It is personal internal insecurities and things that keep us low, attached, and fooled. And that's what Spirit is saying, like tricked into believing something about yourself or about the way love is or about the way all men or all women or all people are, right? Spirit is asking you to love yourself and value what you bring to the table enough to decline things and people that make you feel like you have to be a different version of yourself, be a lesser, be a smaller, be a quieter version of yourself. Okay? Okay. I really appreciate. Aries, personal empowerment. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. Getting those 8 swords cut down to 4. All by looking at them and seeing them for what they really are. When you do it like this, you can use them. Okay? Okay. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Okay, Aries. I hope that that is helpful. Yeah, they really are. They really are keeping it real, real, real this week. And every week. All right. Yay! All right. Thank you. Ooh-wee. Sarah, I super appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, Vita, thank you. Appreciate y'all. Ooh-wee. All right. So now, let's move on to fixed earth. Let's talk to Taurus. Taurus sun. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Hillary. You got it. I love y'all. Best community. Fixed earth. Taurus. Taurus sun. Taurus moon. Taurus rising. Hey, Fernando. There really is. Hey, bring in the energy. Bring in the sparks. The beautiful thing is when they think you care. All right, Taurus. Speaking of people who don't care. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Welcome, welcome. Taurus sun, Taurus moon, Taurus rising. Reminder for those of you who might not know your moon, rising, etc. signs, can check, hey, Coco. You can check in the description. There's a free birth chart generator. Calculate your stellar blueprint. I haven't done Capricorn yet. We are talking to Taurus. Hey, Zalia. All right, Taurus. Whoop. Okay, cards are jumping. Taurus sun, Taurus moon, Taurus rising and dominant folks. Spirit, what does Taurus need to know for their highest good? Y'all funny. All right. Taurus, when it comes to overall energy and focus this week, what does Taurus need to know for their highest good? Whoop! Did y'all see that card jump? All right. Now, when it comes to work, money, job prospects. Whoop! Oh, wow, they are really jumping. Taurus, what do they need to know about work, money, projects? I'm hearing budget. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Wow. These bots are on fleek today, yo. Shit. And now, when it comes to love, connections, feelings, and relationships for Taurus. Taurus sun. Wow. Taurus moon. Taurus rising. All right. Oh. Passions upon passions, Taurus. You ready? Overall focus and energy report party made me laugh. Okay. 7 of Wands, Knight of Wands. Passion upon passion. Conflict. Fighting for something. Taking your wand and moving. This could even be a literal movement card. So Taurus, some of you might be traveling this week. If you are, be extra careful. Some of you might just be taking your passion to a next level. Like, this is what I'm doing. I'm the knight. Knights are agents of change. It's funny. Spirit is showing me the way knights move on a chessboard. Like, they move unlike any other piece, right? They move in this weird L shape. So a knight has the ability to go places other people don't. And Taurus, you're not usually one to get like kind of off the beaten path. You're more of a step 1, step 2, step 3. But I think that you're tired. I think that you're tired of waiting, and I think that you know that you have what it takes to be in this competition. And Spirit is saying that some of you may be in a literal competition where you're maybe like submitting a work and you're actually in direct competition with other people. Some of you, it's like in your workplace, you're like, I am so tired of everybody around here trying to find their ass with both hands and a flashlight, and they just can't do it. So I need to take control and start speaking to people. Like, I need to get up on here and tell y'all what to do. So if you need to do it, Taurus, do it. Take the lead. I do feel, I want to give you kind of I do have a feeling a bit on the defense. So if you are going to make a big speech, if you are going to get up in front of everybody and tell them what's what, and bring your one wand up against all these other wands, really know what it is you're fighting for and know what your argument is and be prepared. That's just what I'm feeling. Like, be prepared to need to debate or to need to negotiate. Some of y'all might be looking for a raise. I'll tell you why in just a second. But I want to say, trust yourself, trust your passion, follow your heart, fight for what you want and truly what you believe in. But especially I'm feeling like there is something that you all do that is like, I want to see this taken all the way from the Ace of Wands to the 10 of Wands. And you have allies. You have people that want to help you make this happen. Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups are in the center representing jobs, resources, money, etc. Somebody is trying to bring you some assistance, and I'm also feeling some kind of soothing energy. So for those of you that are in conflict, or those of you who have to stand up for yourselves one way or another, again, remember Taurus, these are general readings. So this could mean on the job, this could mean in your family, this could even just mean on social media, like having to deal with comments or having to deal with trolls or having to deal with whatever. And you need to stand up for yourself and speak for yourself and know what it is that you're doing and why you're doing it. And there are people that will assist you. There are people that love what you do and want to help you with what you do. So trust your passion. Move with it. Grab it and go. And if you know why you're doing it, then don't stop. Okay? Okay. Ain't that the truth, Maggie? Ain't that the truth? I love y'all. All right. Now, Taurus, when it comes to relationships, connections, etc., appreciate you, Lindsay. A little bit of patience is required. Okay? Knight of Swords indicates that you're going to want to move really fast. And especially when I'm combining the Knight of Swords with the Knight of Wands, you're in pursuit of something and you want it to be done. You want it to be ready. You want to be there already. And I feel like you're kind of getting bored. You're kind of getting like tired of waiting for it. Even those of you who like almost like see it coming or feel it coming, there's a little bit of like, oh, I'm so tired of this. Oh, thank you, Vida. I appreciate you. It's easier than you might think. So even for those of you that see this coming or know it's coming, like the event, I love you. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but I could. No. Okay, so even for those of you who see it coming, there's a little bit of impatience and there's a little bit of I want to be there already. So Spirit is trying to orient you to, okay, you feel like you're right here and you want to be here already, right? What they want you to remember is, yes, that's exactly it, ridiculousness. A lot of ridiculousness going on today. So what they want you to do is think, okay, I'm here. I used to be over here. Like, let me think about how much and how long it took me to get where I am and appreciate that rather than be like, oh my God, why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I here? I'm supposed to be here. So in relationship, be a little patient this week. I feel like this may not be the week where it arrives, okay? So if y'all are waiting on a yes or a no or etc., yes, I do. Yes, I do, Lindsay. I appreciate you. You are not interrupting. I just feel like maybe wait till next week. Maybe as to the extent that you can, Taurus, if you're waiting on, it's like confirmation or awareness. Hey, Maria, welcome. Oh, appreciate you, Lindsay. To the extent that you can, tell yourself that like it's not this week. Then that way, if it comes this week, it's like, oh my God, what a beautiful, amazing surprise. And if it doesn't come this week, then you're not setting yourself up for where is it? And you can stay present. Because the Knight of Swords wants to run into the future and Spirit is asking you to stay very present, keep your eyes open, could be coming from a direction or in a way that you're not expecting. So pursuing it might even just take you further out of your way and waste a little bit of energy. Okay? Okay. Y'all, can I just say again how much I appreciate you? Thank you. Thank you. I love y'all. Ooh, Denver, Colorado. Swear to God, I keep thinking about it. Okay, all right. Now, from fixed earth, let's move to the opposite. Let's move to mutable air. Gemini, Quicksilver, changeable, adaptable, knowledgeable Gemini. Oh, Hillary, thank you. I appreciate you. And apparently, like, everybody's given all the info. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. I'm not very good at self-promotion, so I really appreciate it. Hey, maybe soon. It looks like they're feeling pretty impatient, Maggie. It looks like they are eager to get somewhere that they're trying to go. Thank you. Listen, thank you. Oh, Kelly. Y'all. My head's just gonna blow up and fly away if y'all keep going, so thank you. Okay, Gemini. Enough about me. Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising and Dominant folks. What do they need to know this week? Wow. Got a peek at one of your cards. Aw, love y'all. Blow it on up. I don't think I could stop it. That's so funny. Look at what Spirit threw out. I'm going to shuffle it back in just in case this was just a joke between you, me, and Spirit in the fence post, but that's pretty funny. Okay, all right. Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Dominant folks. What do they need to know when it comes to money, projects, opportunities, resources? Gemini, connections, emotions for Gemini. Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Dominant folks. Okay, let's get into it. Whoo. Okay, this is how I'm hearing it, Gemini. I hear that there's a disappointment this week that is reorienting you, that is nudging you off of one. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Y'all, thank you so much. Okay. I hear that there's a disappointment. I kind of feel like somebody... I don't like to use this word, okay, Gemini? And I don't feel that this is devastating, but I feel that it hurts your feelings. I feel that someone lets you down or it could even feel, this is the word I didn't want to use, but the word that Spirit is kind of nudging me with is betrayal. Like, you said you were going to do this and now you're not. Or you said you were going to be there and then nothing. I kind of feel abandonment. Ugh, I don't like that. I'm so sorry. I don't like saying it. Now, I want to be clear. This is nudging you towards something different, and something is like, hey, when God closes a door, he opens a window. Like, which may be true. Okay. Still got to say it in the cliche voice. But I'm saying that if somebody slams a door in your face, like, you don't go back to that door tomorrow with like roses and chocolate and write a poem to them. You say, okay, that door was shut. This must not be for me. And I'm going. Let's talk about it. I wanted to give you the preface before I show you these cards. Overall focus and energy for this week. You are closing the door on someone or something that is not fair. It's not fair to you. And that's what I'm feeling, Gemini. And I will make a quick distinction here. These are general readings, of course. So if you are a Gemini or Gemini dominant person listening to this, and you know that you're the one who maybe is like not going to show up, or who is going to renege on something they said they would do or whatever, you may want to consider doing it in a bit more graceful way. But a lot of you are going to be on the receiving end of a little bit of pettiness, or a little bit of like, I thought it was going to go one way and now I really need to close the door because, and this is what I'm hearing. Wow. Spirit's funny. I don't know how many of y'all watch the Chappelle Show, but Spirit said habitual line stepper. Habitual line stepper. Like, you just, I keep drawing them and you keep stepping right over them. I lay a boundary and here you fucking come. Like, what the fuck? Put the kibosh on that. But what did Maya Angelou say? Right? Like, when people show you who they are, believe them. Lori, welcome. You missed a lot of action, but that's probably for the best. And I just got your card a couple days ago. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are very kind. I really, 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 really appreciate it. All right. So let's look at what Spirit is nudging you away from and what they are nudging you toward. Death card says transformation, says door shut. Now, when we come over to work and money, resources, projects, Spirit is using possibility. Shit. I know! Leave the phone alone! Come on. We're only like, we're only a third of the way through. Less? Shit. Okay, anyway. Divine union. Go for it. Take the leap. If you're being nudged away from one organization or one team or one way of doing things, take it as a sign and take a jump. Divine union, new choice, ecstasy in a new choice related to career, money, projects, etc. Spirit is saying, I mean, hello, like it's a gimme. Passion project. What's your passion project? And I'll come back, Gemini, to what they said at the very beginning of the reading for all the signs, which is it's time to clean the slate, to make adjustments, to allow yourself to change the plan. So allow yourself, based on some passionate new ideas, to change the plan. Now, nobody likes to be nudged away from their original plan. We're humans. Nobody likes change but a wet baby. Nobody, right? Like, we want to plan something and have it just go off flawlessly. But if something isn't meant for us, then Spirit, the universe, whatever, even we will find a way to intervene, consciously or unconsciously. Let's talk about relationships, connections, etc. This is where I feel, like I said, that even this pettiness, it doesn't just feel petty, it feels hurtful. It feels like a betrayal. It feels like you abandoned me, you left me behind. And if somebody makes you feel that way in any arena this week, Gemini, I'm not trying to cast them as a villain, okay? Maybe it's just a misunderstanding. Maybe there's just a mismatch of needs. Like, oh, I'm sorry, like I thought this was gonna work and it just doesn't. Spirit is asking you to work on healing yourself, to stay with yourself. Temperance is gentleness, is moderation. So Spirit is actually bringing that up to say, hey, it's a natural inclination, again, we're human, that if someone hurts our feelings, that person's a bastard. Or like, again, coming back to what they were saying earlier, all men are like this, or all women or all people are like this. Spirit is asking you not to do that, not to try to rubber stamp your grief so that you feel like you can put it away. Spirit is like, actually, we want you to take this time to heal yourself. Like, you know what the sad thing is, Tammy? It is plugged in. I am so sorry. When I say that, like, this phone is old and needs to be, like, replaced and it's boiling and shit, like, I'm so serious. But I appreciate you. Temperance is asking you to take it easy. Temperance is asking you not to rubber stamp other people or yourself. I'm never going to be loved. I'm hard to love, or I always get treated like this, or always this, always that, never this, never that. Those are rubber stamp words, and that's what Spirit's encouraging you not to do. Not to take this in its own way as a rubber stamp. This is just what it is. No, it's definitely me, Tammy. It is totally not you. It is totally my phone / my internet. I really feel like it's the phone because my internet's usually pretty good. Ooh, hello. Just dropping cards. No big deal. Okay, Gemini. Take care of you. Stay rooted in yourself. And what Spirit is also saying is monitor your emotions. You may even want to do something like, I mean, y'all, go on Pinterest because there's going to be somebody with way cooler ideas for it than this. But Spirit is talking about even tracking your moods, tracking your emotions. Like, you know, maybe you just make a little date and it's like a happy face, a sad face, a neutral face. Like, and maybe you just put like happy face, sad face, or neutral face. And you notice who you were talking to or what was going on and how your mood was dipping and rising. And adjust accordingly. Temperance, gently, getting on the right wavelength. Like Spirit is like, hey, there's nothing solid in this world. Any sense of like reliability or sameness that we have is illusory. Like things can change all the time on a dime, for better and for worse. So to try to pretend that everything is going to stay the same if you make the right decision or if you choose the right person or things like that, it's very tempting to believe, there, I found the right guy, or I found the right person, or I found the right job, and this is forever. And it's like, life does this, so let's not think about being a statue. Let's think about being a surfer. Let's think about adjusting our weight. Let's think like, oh, these things are moving this way, so I'll move this way. Like, listen, I'm not a surfer, and you can probably tell. Anyway, I hope that helps, Gemini. Now, we move on. I know! Like, Sarah, you want to be a mod? Thank you for being awesome unofficial mod. Super fucking appreciate you. A lot of y'all, actually. Thank you. Appreciate all the defense y'all were playing. Oh, I'm so glad, Lindsay. Yay! Fruition. We're moving toward it. All right. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. You know that, like, I don't believe in accidents, so every synchronicity I sniff out, I'm like, ooh, this is something. So, Lindsay, I think that is a definite, absolute synchronicity for you. That mutability and adaptability, making it work for you. Temperance in these cups. Appreciate you so much. Oh, ooh, I forgot about that, Maggie. Thank you. Good reminder. Sad reminder, but a good reminder. All right. So, let's move on to Cancer. Cardinal water. Starter. Wow. I'm going to shuffle it back in, Cancer, because I wasn't ready to pull. But hey, here's the freaking Cancer card. Oh my gosh, Patty, thank you. Oh my goodness. Y'all are blowing my mind today. Thank you. All right, Cancer. They won't stop. Cancer. This is the Cancer card, like literal. See these moons? This is the Cancer card. You are in your power this week. I'm going to say that no matter what cards come up for you, because those are two of the freaking canceriest cards. Like, ooh, you and your power, you and your essential nature. That's what Spirit is saying. So that ability to nurture and empathize and shift, because that's cardinal. Like, you can change things. You can start things. Wow. Okay. Cardinal Cancer. What do they need to know this week, Spirit? Overall focus and energy for Cancer. Overall focus and energy for Cancer. What do they need to know for their highest good? Okay. this week. Cancer sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising. Oh, I love it. Yes, Maria. Maggie is excellent. Y'all should all be low-key stalking Maggie's content. All right. Now, when it comes to work, jobs, money, hey, hey, welcome, welcome. Oh my God, your baby's gonna be a Cancer? Yes, Tammy, yes. Like, oh my God, Tammy, can I just say, when you said that your baby's gonna be a Cancer, Spirit was like, well, we got something for Tammy. Here's happy, wonderful, safe, protected family. Just saying, just saying. Gaia, hey! Oh, my heart is full and warm, y'all. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, wow. Jumping ass cards, jumping ass cards. Spirit's like, hey, 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 we're trying to talk to Cancer. All right. All right, Spirit. What does Cancer need to know? I know, that's what I was thinking. They are such sweet babies. When it comes to money, jobs, resources for Cancer, Spirit, what do they need to know for their highest good? Wow. And finally, Spirit, in the realm of feelings, emotions, Cancer things, relationships. Wow. What does Cancer need to know for their highest good? Patty! Oh my God! Oh no, God! I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna just explode into foil confetti. That'd be kind of cool, actually. That's not a bad way to go. Okay, whoa. Cancer. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. I don't even know who wrote this song, but I know it has like a salsa beat. And the refrain, the hook, is let's get loud. Let's get loud. And Spirit is singing, let's get loud. Yay, talk to you later, Patty. I appreciate you. Lindsay, ride that synchronicity wave. Let's get loud, Cancer. You've been holding it back, holding it in, being extra sweet, being extra patient, being extra quiet, being extra easy and accommodating, and etc. Is that? I think you're right. I think it is Gloria Estefan. I think you're right. Well, that's your freaking song, Cancer. Page of Wands. Be impetuous, be creative. Hey, happy birthday, Big Jim. Welcome, welcome. Hey, listen, downhill is good. Downhill's the coast. We're here for the coast. Get loud about your message. Share. Tell people. Shout it from the fucking rooftops. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Listen, Queen of Wands jumped out of your cards while I was shuffling, but to see the Page of Wands, like, this is, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be at the top of your game, quote unquote. You don't have to have everything right. You don't have to have everything set. We want you to be a little more impetuous, like a child. The pages are the youth, right? So it's like, can we just sing to the world about what the light is that we want to bring? Can we share our message? This is holding you back in terms of opportunities and money and mobility. That's what Spirit is saying. Your hesitation to share your message is holding things down and boxing things up. The Four of Pentacles says, share generously. If this woman were to hand off one of her pentacles, then she would be able to move. She would have her hands open to receive. Right now, it's extremely tight. There's no more room. There's no more money. There's no way to negotiate. And Spirit is like, share what you have generously. Don't really give a fuck how people receive the message. If you know that this is your message and your soul is telling you to share, share away. Don't hold back. Don't be shy. Don't be accommodating. Okay? It's just what I'm hearing. Now, why am I saying that? When we look at money, jobs, resources, etc., I told you this flew out while I was shuffling, and I shuffled it back in just to see, like, okay, do you want to pop back up? Do you really want to double down on this, Spirit? Spirit really wants to double down on take the reins and do your thing. This is work, projects, etc., right? Money. So if you are in pursuit of something, get in the driver's seat. if you've been a little passive, or if you've been a little afraid, or if you've been a little shy and quiet and held in, Four of Pentacles, held in, held down, held back, it is time to gush. It is time to overflow. It is time to get a little messy and be like, whoosh, here it is. Share what's in your heart. Take the reins and go for what it is that you care about. And Cancer, you do tend, like I said, you're the nurturer, you're the creator. You want to create more love, more peace, more etc. in the world. And the Ace of Cups is love and forgiveness and joy and blessing, okay? The Chariot is overcoming challenges to reach ultimate victory, not just little victory. Eee, love to see it, Maggie. Making progress here. You are making tremendous progress, as a matter of fact. Open up your heart, speak your truth, share your message, share your passion, and don't be afraid. And this is how Spirit's putting it. So some of you might do a service or create, you may do a service or you may create a product that helps other people. I would include even like art and things like that under products that help people. Spirit is asking you to push, push, push whatever it is that you do, because a lot of people need what you do. So if you've been holding back because you are shy, or you feel like it's annoying or needy or whatever the fuck, like, yes, exactly, something like that, like merch. Like, if it's yours and you are creating it and you feel like it's something that you want to put into the world, well, you need to tell people about it if they're going to find it, right? So push for it. It's there. The other thing about aces in the tarot is when I see aces, I see a big fat fucking yes. So I see Chariot and I see yes. Heart open, heart overflowing. Let's go for it. Let's not hold back. Let's do the opposite. Let's take the reins and say, I know this is going to do something for the audience that needs it, the people who need it, whatever. So because I know, as a Cancer, Spirit is trying to get around your defenses here, okay? For a Leo, they might be like, you're amazing. You need to get out here and show everybody because you're awesome. For a Cancer, they're like, think of all the people that you'll help. Think of all the people that need you. You can't be quiet about this. You can't be holding this back. What about the people who need you? Get loud. Get loud. Wands, wands, wands. Get loud. Now, here's the other thing that I'm hearing. This is when it comes to relationships, feelings, connections. I feel, Cancer, that you need to prioritize yourself. You need to be, this is interesting, but Spirit is saying you need to accept your own needs. Like, hey, you have a right to want and need things. Whether that's like, I need time, I need space, I need more affection, I need whatever. You have a right to need things. Hearts to you. You have a right to need things and to receive things and to sit back, kick back, and be appreciated. That's the other thing about the Nine of Cups. There's also a degree of self-satisfaction here, which tells me that some of you all are going to do a good job of getting loud about what you want and what you have so that you can get more and more. Exactly. Yes. So many clients, you just won't even be able to know what to do with yourself. You just be beating them off with a stick. All these partners, these potential partners. Listen, that could be true for some of y'all since this is in the relationships area. Hey, hey, Chris, welcome, welcome. Now, here's the other thing that I'm hearing though. Cancer, I can't help but notice that there is like a theme across your reading of prioritize yourself. Recognize that this is, Spirit's about to speak a word. You ready? Spirit says, remember that you are the star of your own movie. You are not the guest star in somebody else's movie or somebody else's show. We don't like to watch movies or shows about a person who is sitting next to the phone waiting for something to happen. We like to watch the movie where the person picks up the phone and makes some shit happen. You're the protagonist. Yes, but look, I'm not saying that any one of us is more important than anybody else. I'm saying we are all stars. And sometimes we forget. And sometimes we put ourselves at the mercy of another person or another job or another stamp of approval from society or what the fuck ever. And Spirit's like, nah, nah. You are strong and good and passionate as you are. So if anybody needs to stamp you with who you are and what you deserve, it is only you that should be able to do that, Cancer. Okay? Okay. Oh, y'all, this is the most fun. I love this. Yes, exactly. Couldn't have said it better than anybody else, Big Jim. Thank you. Be bold. Yes, main character energy. Deb, I hear you. I'm a moon in Cancer myself. Lori, I love y'all. Thank you for making this such a pleasurable experience. And for those of y'all that weren't here earlier, when you have a minute, if you're into mess, take a look back at earlier in this video and see what a beautiful, warm community this is. I just really appreciate y'all, so thank you. Now, speaking of warm and lovely and loving people, let's move on to the sign of the heart. Let's talk to Leo. Fixed fire. Stubborn, dependable, loyal. Word is bond, Leo. Let's talk. Leo sun. Oh, thank you, Jim. Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising, Leo dominant folks. Yes, absolutely. Yes, 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 what Maggie said. Okay, Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising and dominant folks. What's on the agenda this week, Spirit? What do Leos need to know for their highest good? Hey! I know, I love some Leos in my life too. They're special people. Leo, what's on the agenda this week, Spirit? What do you want Leos to focus on for their highest good this week? Okay? And when it comes to money, work, projects, career, maybe. What does Leo need to know, Spirit? Okay? Dang. Say again. Yeah? Yay. Okay. That looks like something. That looks like something. Hey, I'm going to have to be loud. God damn, I got to scream so the whole internet can hear me because the internet is just not happening. All right. So, Leo. Yay. Thank you. Overall focus and energy for Leos. Big surprise. Take the fucking lead. Take the lead, Leo. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate you. I'm just sitting over here doing a dumb village people dance, waiting. All right. So Leo, queen of the mind, queen of words, queen of communications. Speak the truth. Cut through the bullshit. I'm feeling that your mind is like, your mental acuity is your crowning glory this week. Like no one else, you're going to be able to see through shit and speak the truth. Leo, on a large platform. Now, I want to say, the world does indicate far to even perhaps go viral, right? Whether that's viral on a small level or viral on like that worldwide, 50 billion shares or whatever type of level. But Spirit is asking you to get loud. Some of you may have Cancer placements because it's the same sort of thing where it's like, hey, have you been holding back your message? Because the world needs your message, your words. Remember, communications can come a lot of the ways. Like, could be podcast, could be YouTube, could be social media, could be you're actually writing and publishing a book or something like that. But either way, even if it's just in the small circle of my friends and my family, speak the truth. Don't be deterred. That's what I'm hearing. Don't be deterred, Leo. I want to point out. Aw, appreciate you, Christina. It's totally on my end, not on yours. I want to point out, Leo, that you are represented here. Your sigil is in the world card because the fixed signs anchor the world card. Listen. You are anchored in, wow, this is how Spirit's putting it. You are anchored in glory this week. Now, part of that may makes me want to say, wow, I just turned over your job cards, and what I was right about to say was, be careful. So I feel like that's why they're saying, if you're going to share a certain message, or if you're going to speak truth to power, which is something the Queen of Swords does, be sure that you are doing it in a way that is safe. Be sure that if you are saying anything, it, okay? So if you think you're gonna like subtweet somebody and be slick, don't be surprised if people are like, hey, what is this? Hey, who are you talking to? Whoever, like, and it kind of blows up. So let's talk about why I said that. I feel like you need to be a little bit careful on the job, just a little bit, just a teeny little bit, because this is a great card for work. You doing your great work. I want to make a distinction. There are cards for just like doing a job and making money. The Eight of Pentacles is like, this is part of my life's work. This is part of my passion. This is my craft. Like, that's what they're saying. The way like an actor works on their craft, or a singer works on their instrument. Like, you are honing your craft and you're doing it beautifully. But I do feel, and this is how I'm hearing it, Leo, I hear that there are some people around you, like, this is going to be different for different people, because Spirit is telling me a few different things. It's like, for some of you, there are co-workers or people like that around that, like, don't believe in what you're doing, that think you think a little too highly of yourself and shit like that. It's not true. Like, that's not what I'm feeling, because I feel that most of you, it's like what you're doing is what you care about and you're really trying to do it your best. But I feel that there are people who want to hold you back one way or another. And I don't like to say that. And if you've been watching me for any amount of time, like, I don't really truck in paranoia fantasies. Like, that's not really my bag. But I'm hearing that for one reason or another, and I'm going to give y'all a hypothetical. I don't know how many of you know that I work as a journalist by day, right? So in journalism, we are not supposed to say Black Lives Matter or fuck Donald Trump or like, etc. We're not supposed to state political views. So if you were in my shoes and you were doing the kind of thing that I do, which again, if y'all follow me at all, y'all know I'd be shouting that shit from the rooftops all the time. You've got to be ready that somebody might hear you and be like, hey, what are you doing? So whether it's a policy at work, whether it's a person at work, whether it's whatever, be careful and be ready to defend whatever you say, and know that it is your truth, and be prepared for consequences. That's just what I'm hearing. Like, if you really want to speak it, then be prepared for consequences. I hear you, Fernando. Me and you, Betty. Like, we're part of that oops club. Oops, I did it again. Cue Britney Spears. And again, and again, and again, and again, and I ain't gonna stop. So, now, let's move. Wow. Oh my gosh, I just flipped over your relationship cards. It don't get more Leo. It don't get more Leo than Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, the world, you're shining this week. Like, Sarah, you talked about your podcast? Shining. Let's just picture this as a giant woman-sized microphone. Okay, let's just put a mic right at the top, and that's you. That's yours. So, take the lead. Speak what you want into truth. Use your charisma. Use your charm. You are being seen and appreciated. But the other thing I'm hearing, yes, always with the black cat, for good luck. What I'm also hearing is that when you have, ooh, Spirit about to speak a word. When you have this level of people paying attention to what you're saying, you know, Spirit is having me boil this down a little bit into like modern parlance. In modern parlance, we might call these people haters. Like people that are just waiting around to see if they can take you down a peg or tell on you or whatever, take the wind out of your sails one way or another. There's people like that. And there's people that are like, oh my God, you're the best, you're amazing, step on my neck and spit in my mouth, queen, you can do no wrong. And neither of these people is totally right, right? You're somewhere right here in the middle, not the devil, not the supreme being. I know, we're Leo people, so sometimes we might think that. But we are somewhere in between. Speak the truth. Show off. Queens are creators. I love y'all. I'm so glad that you're okay with the sense of humor that I got, because it's all I got. All right. Now, be yourself. Ooh, I hate that, Deborah. I'm so sorry, and I have so fucking been there. I've so been there. I may be there again in the near future. We will just have to find out. But I tell you what, good job sticking with your principles. Good job being and knowing and trusting yourself enough to be like, hey, if somebody wants to come tell me to shut the fucking laptop, then they better come fucking tell me, because I ain't gonna stop. And maybe they're gonna tell me, and I'm gonna say, okay, sure, I will not post on that about, like, on my social media as long as I'm employed here. And P.S., I quit. Because I do have an audience. Coming. We're coming. My God, we're not even halfway. Oh God, okay. All right, we're here. Virgo, we ain't wasting no time. Leo, I hope that was helpful. Virgo, you're next. This phone, you better hold on. 7 more signs, come on baby, 7 more signs. Virgo, the halfway mark. Let's talk to mutable earth. I know! Yay! Welcome, welcome, Jackie. It totally is. Like, the heck? It's gotta be that Mercury shadow, like Maggie mentioned. Or actually, it's probably just that my phone sucks. All right. Ooh, Spirit is ready. Okay, all right. Virgo. Oh, Lori, you totally helped me out. Thank you. Ooh, okay. All right. We're talking to Virgo. Hey, but we're going to keep you entertained till we get there, Big Jim. Also, if you don't know all your signs, use that free birth chart generator. Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah. Damn it. Right in time for Virgo. Shit, if only my shit hadn't turned off. You are so welcome, and thank you. And I will talk to you soon. All right. Virgo. Overall focus and energy this week. Spirit for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising and Dominant. Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising and Dominant folks. Overall energy and focus, okay? And Spirit, when it comes to work, jobs, prospects, and that's the word they're using, so there's something about prospects, Virgo, keep that in mind. Like, wow, this is what Spirit is saying. Some of y'all have emails or DMs sitting in your inbox right now that represent opportunities. And they're like, hey, prospects, seize these prospects and opportunities, okay? Okay. Yay! God, this is the best group of people. I appreciate y'all so much, a big bunch of weirdos. Now, Virgo, keeping those prospects in mind, let's also look at love, relationships, connections. Eee! Love, relationships, and connections for Virgo. Ooh. Okay. Okay, deep breath, Virgo. That's what Spirit is saying, first of all, is some of y'all are very much in your head, which for an earth sign, you are the most mental and mercurial, literally ruled by Mercury. A thinker, a talker, and an overthinker tends to be a problem. And I feel like that is a little bit of a problem this week. A little bit in your head, a little bit of overwhelm, okay? I'm gonna first show you one card representing overall focus and energy for this week, but hold out because I'm going to show you the second one in just a minute. 9 of Swords is known as the nightmare card, okay? It's when we are so frozen. We may even feel paralyzed by our fears, by our anxieties. Some of y'all may even deal with like an anxiety disorder. And Spirit is like, we need to put this somewhere. These thoughts, these worries, etc. need to go somewhere. And I know that it can sound maybe too simple to say, Well, the energy has to move somewhere, and one very simple way to move the energy is like writing shit down and being like, I'm freaking out about this. I'm scared that this is going to happen. I'm terrified that this person is going to do X, Y, Z, whatever. And like, blah, 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 like brain dump, like let it all out, put it somewhere, because this is just a bunch of fucking lightning bolts ricocheting around inside your head, and you got to put them somewhere or else they're going to fucking fry your brain. Okay. Nobody likes a brain fried Virgo. Y'all do great with words and with the mental sphere. So do something with your thoughts. Some of your thoughts, Spirit is saying now, something that I've heard them say before, but they don't say all the time, which is bury the cable. Bury the cable. Like I said, right now it's like lightning bolts ricocheting around in your mind, right? So if we think about the fact that a cable can power a whole city, can light up our life, can keep us warm, can keep us comfortable and safe. But a live wire, unburied, can shock the shit out of people, can even can fry people, can kill people. So let's bury the cable. All this electricity, all this mental energy that you have, it just needs to be redirected. It's like needing to siphon, okay? Like, oh yes, exactly. It's also just having your mind crowded. Very well said, Tammy. It doesn't have to be this extreme degree of anxiety and overwhelm, although I am feeling that for some of you. For others of you, it's like, oh, there's so much to do, and like, I don't even know how I'm gonna do it all. And I would give you the same piece of advice, which is let's brain dump and then let's prioritize. Like, set a 10-minute timer, dump all the things I'm freaking out about. When the timer goes off, set another 5-minute timer, start ranking those things that you're freaking out about and things that need to be taken care of, and start writing down what the solution is. And then you can start annihilating little by little that to-do list until it's a fucking ta-da list, okay? Ta-da! Look at you. Overall focus and energy for this week. Before I'd ever seen your card, Spirit was talking about prospects. The Empress is the one who sits back and receives. The Empress is the one who's like, okay, so I already put... Just performing a little magic. Oh my God. Y'all, we're only halfway through. Okay, all right. Spirit was saying, Empress is like a flower. The Empress, thank you. Very glad to be back. I will keep coming fucking back. So please, if you want to hear it, stick around. I will keep coming back. Hell or high water. It's going to be midnight and I'm going to be like, okay, Sagittarius. All right. So the Empress is like a flower. The Empress, by virtue of being who she is, opens her petals, looks beautiful, smells fantastic, and people just want to get close and get a whiff of that energy, of that beauty. So you've got prospects that want what you have. And Spirit is asking you this week, there are times when we need to be the emperor and we need to go out and build and we need to go out and catch and hunt and da-da-da-da-da. That is not this week, Virgo. You are a quote-unquote feminine sign, right? Like it goes feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine, right? So you are considered to be a feminine sign. All that means, nothing to do with sex or gender, everything to do with like lunar, solar. We could think of it that way. A lunar sign who is receptive, who has this ability to just sort of pull in and magnetize a flower, right? Just putting out that beautiful scent and that beautiful face, and people just want to come closer to you. So put what you have out into the world. Don't hold back, and don't let yourself be tied up. Yes, keep on keeping on. Christina, I'm taking that advice for myself as well. Thank you. Now, when it comes to jobs, money, resources, quick reminder that at the very top of the reading, before I even saw your card, Spirit said you've got prospects, 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 people sitting and waiting. Ah! Maggie, I might be. Oh God. Looking at money, jobs, career, and opportunities. This is a beautiful pairing, Virgo. Like, beautiful. So I want to bring you back to this and say, this isn't going to ruin your life, your week, your work, whatever. Nine of Swords can tend to be sometimes the fear of ruin, and Spirit is like, that is not what's happening here. We need to do a little bit of recalibrating. Temperance is moderation, it is gentleness, and it is making, as Spirit referred to earlier in the reading, those gentle, small adjustments and seeing what works. So you don't need to overhaul, for example, the way that you do everything. Make small adjustments. Now, the only way that you'll need an overhaul, Virgo, is if you leave yourself no room for breaks, for relaxation, for rejuvenation. If you are a Virgo who's a workaholic, then you do need to do a bit of an overhaul because things need to become a lot more balanced between rest and work, okay? Between efforts and sitting back and receiving. Oh no! Oh, I feel you. Yep. That might also be my problem. I'm a bit of a clod. I'm a bit of a klutz. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Baby forces some rest. Baby needs some rest. New beautiful light coming into the world when it comes to you, Tammy. And for others of you, Virgo, because this is work and jobs and prospects and money, there is the seed of a great potential, a great idea, a spark, something that can become a full-fledged fire, something that could become a hearth for you. Spirit is saying also flagship. So again, some of y'all might have a service or a product that you're trying to get out into the world, and it's like, this is my main thing. This is the root, or this is the nucleus. That's really the feeling that they're giving me. This is the nucleus, and then these other things, you know, kind of float around the nucleus, these neutrons and electrons and protons, and etc. But this is the nucleus. This is who we are. And this is what we do. So shine your light and do it in a way that is sustainable. Spirit also just said simple. Simple is sustainable. So you may want to systematize some things. You may want to give yourself a gentle, okay, that's the main fucking point, a gentle routine or set of systems, okay? So that it feels like things just almost take care of themselves. Like, feel me? Okay. Now, this is interesting. And Spirit just said, listen, everybody's got different guides. My guides are funny. Spirit just said, don't you just want to tell every motherfucker or every fortune cookie that ever told you, may you live in interesting times? Don't you just want to slap them upside the head in 2021? Don't you just want to say, why'd you curse me with living in such interesting times? Spirit is saying, in the realm of relationships, I can't help but feel that Spirit is highlighting that social media is such a big aspect of all of our lives now. So all of our messages, the ones we receive and the ones we put out into the world, are big and are worldwide. Like, and some of them are cruel. Some of them are purposefully cruel. Like, I'm out here trying to be an asshole, or I'm out here trying to be racist, or I'm out here trying to troll people I see trying to do good things in the world, or whatever. Rise above. I don't mean rise above as in who cares what they say, or like let them talk or whatever. You can do that. That's fine. Like, let them talk if you want to. But what I think is, you have the higher ground. And if you want to send a quick and spectacular firework of a fuck you before you delete and block, I say go for it. I'm going to say that there's kind of a universal theme throughout the cards where Spirit is saying, if you believe in something, whether it is your job, whether it is your word, whether it is your passion project, if you're prepared to defend it, if you're prepared to learn, if you're prepared for what is going to come when you get loud, then get loud. It is going to be infinitely more satisfying for you to be surrounded by people who are actually truly aligned with you. And if some people, when you start getting loud about who you are and who you love and what you do, like, etc., if some people do this, when you do that, then that says a fuck of a lot more about them than it does about you, or what you do, or what you love, or who you love. You know how, like, Marie Antoinette said, let them eat cake? Spirit says, let them eat shit. It's a deeply spiritual thing to say, let me tell you. All right. That was fun. That was saltier than I was expecting for a Virgo reading, but salt of the earth. All right. All right. Now, we have made it to the sunset sign, to Libra. Let's talk. Let's talk, Libra. Libra sun, Libra moon. Aw, you are so welcome. You are so welcome, Gaia. Libra sun, Libra moon, Libra rising. Spirit, what do Librans need to know this week for their highest good? The highest truth for their highest good. Ooh, feel you. Y'all funny. Y'all funny. All right. Libra. Libra. When it comes to jobs, money, opportunities, career, resources, Spirit, what do you want Libra to know this week? All right. And finally, when it comes to love, emotions, connections, feelings, what does Libra need to know this week? Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Some decisions are being made, Libra. What are you willing to let go of to live a life that feels more aligned with who you are? That appears to be the thematic question overlaying this entire reading. Now, let's zoom in. When it comes to overall energy and focus for Libra this coming week, the Hanged One and a very Libran card, the Six of Pentacles, give and take, equality, generosity, right? Given and received. Now, the Hanged One implies releasing, surrendering, letting go, even sacrificing, like they said. What are you willing to sacrifice, let go of in order to feel, wow, Spirit is saying, seen and appreciated. So the Hanged One says also, suspended animation. It's like God hit the pause button on your life and said, wait, stop everything. Where are we right now? Let's orient ourselves. Let's look at what needs to be released. Like, and that's what I'm hearing is kind of like, let go, like give it to God, those kind of phrases. That's what I'm hearing. So I'm feeling that some of you all are carrying a lot of heaviness, and it may be particularly around the job. I'll tell you why in just a second. I feel like something is letting go this week. So either it's you, and for some of you, you may decide that you need to let a certain job go or a certain set of tasks go. And I want to allow for the fact that Libra, because these are general readings, that energy can be reversed. So it can be like, you may even be let go. Now, it's very general, Libra. The worst thing that you could do is just get scared from a tarot reading. This is meant to be empowering, okay? The beauty of getting a reading is if I like where it's going, let me lean in, let me do more. If I don't like where it's going, let me be aware, let me pivot, and I can change the outcome, because when we, shift a rocket ship's trajectory by a mere few degrees, we end up on a whole nother planet, okay? So, let's adjust. What do we need to let go of? What do we need to sacrifice? Including, and this is what Spirit is saying, reputation or a certain of. And let me just show you why. Let's come over to jobs, money, career. Goddamn, Libra. I mean, it doesn't get much more intense and binary than 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Stress, anxiety, worry, overwhelm, fucking demolition. Like, it's too much, it's too much, it's too much. I'm done. 10 of Swords is, and this is, I'm going to put it the way that I'm hearing it from Spirit. It's like accepting defeat. It's, listen, Libra, you're the sign of grace. Sometimes we accept defeat because we want a better life. Where it's like, okay, this job isn't it, or this person isn't it, or if conflict and thing after thing after thing keeps coming up in this realm, maybe this is not for me. Ten of Swords is the final step before the sunrise. That's the best part of this card, right? Not a card any of us want to get. Ten of Swords is that mental overload, but it is the surrender. The surrender. Like, fine. This is how it is. I tried to debate and convince and persuade and cajole and all of these different swords. I tried to make it work. I tried to analyze it. I tried it so many different ways. And there's just no convincing this person. Or there's no convincing myself that, like, I'm okay with this. So I just need to cut it out. I tried everything I could. Now I'm going to let it go. Now I'm going to lay here on my back, but at least I can watch the sunrise. New day. New opportunity. Release. Like I said, that's the good aspect of the Ten of Swords, is it is letting go of something that has brought you just a tremendous amount of stress and worry and strain. So some of you may be choosing to leave jobs. I want to specify, Libra, that yes, like I said, this could, like the worst case scenario for some of you could be getting let go from a job. But I do want to say this isn't a tower. This isn't something where it's like, oops, unexpected. You totally weren't like looking out for this and suddenly the rug gets taken out from under you. This feels very like I said, especially 9 into 10 of Swords. It feels almost like you kind of saw this coming. That's how I'm hearing it. So some of you saw this coming and you know what this is and you're like, uh-oh, is this really the week it's going to be over? I kind of feel like that's up to you. It's not a tower, like I said. So it's kind of like, do I want to continue doing this or do I want to do that? And that's up to you. Okay? Empower yourself, Libra, to make a change. Oh, I love that, Lori. Yes, beautifully said. Looking at relationships, empower yourself to make a change. Knight of Wands is an agent of change. I want to move this. I want to change that. Fire is the transformative element. It can, you know, fire up in a kiln and make you pots and bowls and plates, or it can be an element of destruction. It can be fireworks. It can be many things. What do you want to use your fire for? What do you want to use your passion for? What do you want to be in pursuit of? And to be in pursuit of what you do want to pursue, what do you have to let go of? What do you need to release? What do you need to sacrifice? Quick note, the Hanged One always brings me to Odin, who was in Norse mythology the All-Father. He has one eye, right? Because he volunteered to go hang himself upside down from the world tree, sacrificed one eye to give up lowercase sight for capital S, third eye psychic sight. Okay? So he knew what he was choosing to let go of, and everything, the source of all this water, everything that he was going to receive in exchange for letting go of something finite, something fundamentally limited. Okay? So if there is a situation, if there is a relationship, Libra, where you feel like you have been pouring and pouring and pouring your time, your energy, your effort, your love, and you don't feel like you've been receiving back, you have permission to grab your wand, want to point out, to grab your wand, think of it as a walking stick, think of it as a magic wand, and go. And go in pursuit of what feels truly inviting, amazing, and full of potential. This is limited. This is about as far as it's ever gonna go. And you're gonna know what that is, Libra, in your life. And remember, that doesn't have to be your romantic partner. Could be, but could also be a friendship that just isn't equitable. Or could be a family member that is just never, ever, ever gonna give you what it is you're looking for. And I am hearing that for some of you where it's like you have like a narcissistic parent and maybe you keep holding out hope that they're gonna give you the love or the attention or the appreciation or the feedback that you're looking for. And Spirit's like, if you know that it's over, let it be over and start making a new life. A little heavy, Libra, a little heavy, but I trust your graceful heart. I trust your graceful heart to make it through this week and to sacrifice something limiting for something amazing, for a blessing, something unexpected, something surprising. That's how I'm hearing it. When we make room in our life, we create a vacuum, and nature abhors a vacuum, Libra. If we create a vacuum in our life by releasing a thing, a person, a relationship, a job, nature will find a way to fill that vacuum. And generally, when we make a brave decision to let go of something or someone that feels less than or feels not enough, we generally receive something in exchange for our courage that is more befitting of us. So, let go. Let God. All right. Now, from lovely Libra to scintillating Scorpio, let's move on to fixed water. Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising, and dominant folks. What do they need to know, Spirit, for their highest good this week? Overall focus and energy for Scorpio this week. What do you want them to be aware for their highest good, Spirit? Okay? And when it comes to work, career, money, jobs, what do you want Scorpio to know for their highest good? Okay, wow. And finally, Spirit, when it comes to relationships, connections, love, what do you want Scorpio to know this week for their highest good? Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. What do you need them to know this week? Okay. Hey, oh my God! I'm not going to say your name, E, just in case you don't want it said, but E, I love you! Yay! Oh my God. Okay. All right, Scorpio. Let's talk. Wow. Ooh, there is something big happening this week. There's this, almost every time we do a reading, there's like a certain card that makes itself known across the readings. And this week, the world, that loudness, that broadcast, that up high, unignorable energy, it's here in your card, Scorpio. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about overall focus and energy. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful energy. Scorpio, you are known for speaking the truth, for a level of intensity that not everybody can, Spirit is saying, can be off-putting in the very best way. Like, if anybody is good at defending their ideals and their people, a Scorpio is a fierce defender of what they believe in. So you are expressing yourself extremely well this week, and you are getting noticed for it. Six of Wands, being applauded, being seen, being appreciated, and in particular being appreciated for your skills. So Wands, right? The passion, the art, the creativity, the drive. Now, to put that together with the Queen of Swords, some of you may be on a mission. I'm on a mission to execute this, or to discuss this, or to make this a well-known idea or plan or path. If you've got something to say and you want other people to notice it, this is an excellent week to seize this energy. Show up, show off. Be loud about what you care about, what you know. Spirit is saying, take pride. I'm also feeling, between this myriad of cards, there's a terrific opportunity, and you're being appreciated, like across the board. You are being appreciated. Huge success. Let's look at career, money, opportunities, etc. Three of Cups, celebration, harmony, joy, friendship. Hey, some of y'all have amazing coworkers, or you work with an amazing community where you feel supported and cheered on. For others of you, it's like you just got a new job, or a big promotion, or you just graduated and people around you are like, yes, like let's raise our glasses, let's party. You're going places, you're going ever higher. I'm feeling promotion, I'm feeling, and for those of you that maybe don't have a conventional job, or you're not getting like a promotion at your conventional job, please remember that Spirit is like, we see you being recognized for your unique talents and skills. So some of you, yes, could be a very typical type of promotion, a typical type of applause or appreciation. For others of you, it's like, oh, how did I get 200 more followers overnight or whatever, just off this one post, just off sharing what it is I do? Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. If anything, be prepared. That's what they're saying. Don't be surprised, be prepared, and be ready. High level execution and opportunity for you this week, Scorpio. And I'm gonna say, even though this looks awesome, okay, so please, like, do not take this as like a downer. I just want to say that these are also cards, you know, we can be noticed for our passion, and that can mean somebody found, you know, XYZ social media post where you were telling off the Trump administration or whatever, and then you're going to get some blowback for it. So what I want to say is not don't speak. What I want to say is if you speak, understand that it's going to be louder than even you might expect. And there might be people seeing and sharing what you're talking about more than what you expect. So just be prepared for that. Be ready for that. Be like, well, yeah, I did say that. And I can defend it this way, that way, upside down, right side up, sideways, whatever you want. I'm the fucking Queen of Swords, so I can tell you exactly why I said that. Now, let's look at relationships. Spirit is using the word recalibration. We started the reading off talking about, as a general for all of the signs, that Spirit is talking about a clean slate and a fresh start, and sort of forgiving yourself for past mistakes or missteps or false starts, etc. Letting it go so that you can begin again. And before you begin again, before you clean the slate and jump in all over again to a relationship or to a workout regimen or etc., Spirit is like, let's take inventory. How are my relationships going? Like, what have I been feeding and watering these relationships? And look how tall they've grown. What have I been feeding and watering these relationships? Are they giving me the yield, the feeling, the enjoyment that I'm pouring in? Or do I need to adjust how much I'm paying attention to certain people or to certain communities or etc.? Let me recalibrate and get a bit of a fresh start in the realm of love, friendship, community, etc. So I'm hearing like a couple different things. One of the things I'm hearing, Scorpio, is that some of you are going to be making these kind of very loud, absolutist, kind of cutting remarks and being like, and if you don't like it, I don't care. Like, if you don't like that this is my belief or my principle, I don't care. Like, one of us is walking off the cliff, and either it's me or it's you. And either way, I don't care. Like, that's just what they keep on saying. So, take a look at the relationships you have, how you've nurtured them, how they nurture you back. And for lack of a better phrase, like, are you getting payback? Because I'm just going to say that because of the pentacles, right? Like, are you getting a return for your investment, your emotional investment? Okay? Okay. Might be time to recalibrate. Might be time for a fresh start. There's a lot of people that appreciate and want to support you this week. And there may be some that when you are that loud, move out of your way. Spirit is like, let them. Let them move. You're changing. You're evolving, and you can't take everybody with you. That's okay. Either they'll get with the program, or they'll continue on their journey, and you will ascend in yours. All right? All right. Now, let's move on to mutable fire. Let's talk to Sagittarius. The Wanderer, the Eternal Student, the Holy Fool. I'm going to shuffle it back in, Sagittarius, but this is literally the Sagittarius card in the tarot, so I'm going to say that much like Cancer, you are in your power this week. So let's keep shuffling. Let's see if it turns up again. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius sun, moon, rising, and dominant folks. Spirit, what do you want Sagittarius to know this week for their highest good? Overall focus and energy for Sagittarius, okay? And now when it comes to work, money, jobs, career, skills, what does Sagittarius need to know? Okay? Eee, me too. Me too. Wow! Flipped onto the top of the deck when you said that, Lindsay. So, Spirit is listening. Just saying. Okay, shuffling it back in. Shuffling it back in, Sag. Finally, Spirit. Let's look at emotions, connections, relationships for Sagittarius. Okay. Woo! Let's get into it. Ooh. Wow, Sag. Okay, let's talk about it. This is like, this is okay. All right. Look at me, speechless. My whole job is to damn talk. All right. So, overall energy and focus for this week, Sagittarius, 2 of Cups and the Emperor. So, unequivocally, this is a bond. This is partnership. This is chemistry. This is budding appreciation. This is, wow, Spirit is saying we are stronger when our roots are tangled together. And this is reminding me, because Spirit speaks always in terms of synchronicity, of this article I read, nerding out earlier this week, about the Wood Wide Web. Get it? Get it? Ha ha ha. About how trees speak to each other and are connected by their root system. So old trees that may be sick and know that they are dying will do things like literally ship off their nutrients to younger trees that have longer to go. Or if there's a sick tree that could be healed, some older trees will siphon off their energy over there to get the tree to flourish. Like, connections that you make this week are allowing you to flourish. The Emperor, like, incredible. Like, I mean, let's think oak, let's think mighty redwood. Like, the connections, the loving, honest, equitable. That's the other thing about the 2 of Cups, is it's very partner oriented. It's very, I give to you, you give to me. There's a lovely balance. Now, I will say, a 2 of Cups it's only the beginning. It's the beginning of something that could potentially be very beautiful. And then they get along and it seems like, oh wow, like we really resonate with each other, whether romantically, whether friendship, whatever. It doesn't really matter in this case. When 2 souls meet and they connect and it seems like there's potential, it's only pragmatic to say that the way that these 2 people act and interact and treat one another determines the path, the trajectory, where they will land after a certain amount of time together. So, if something is just beginning, yes, I love that, Maggie. If something is just beginning, whether you are forming a romantic or a creative or a business or just a friendship type of partnership, be very present and build it on a strong foundation. Know who you are, Sagittarius. Know what your boundaries are. Know what feels like a violation. Know what feels like freedom. And build any relationships of any variety on that nice, steady foundation of self-knowledge. Emperor is builder. Emperor is father figure, rules, limits, discipline, and if this is potential, then discipline and presence determines the potential of this bond and of this project, if it is a project. For some of you, it may be a project. Looking at work, money, opportunities, creative projects. Ace of Swords, the beginning of something. 6 of Cups, a beautiful bond. Like, come on now. Come on now. The Two of Cups and the Six of Cups. Yes, beautiful. I love that as well, Maggie. Thank you. Excellent fucking off. I love this deck. I love the way that they do this. The thing about the Two of Cups and Six of Cups, when they show up in the same reading, this does often speak of a soulmate potential. Now, quick distinction. A lot of people, when we say soulmate, they think like, the one, right? Like that one person on earth who is like my match. My understanding from spirit, don't shoot the messenger, or shoot the messenger, hit the dislike, see if I care. My understanding from spirit is that we have several soulmates. Each of us has several soulmates. They're not all romantic, and they're not all meant to last forever. We can have a soulmate relationship with somebody that it completely crashes and burns. We can meet up on the other side and be like, hey, Sue, can't wait to go down to earth, and you are gonna stab me in the back and steal my boyfriend and teach me how to value myself. Yeah, and teach me how to be more discerning about who I allow close to me. Thank you so much, Sue, for like breaking my heart into 1,000 pieces, because you are gonna make me a better, stronger, more evolved, more sure of myself human being. Thank you so much. Can't wait. And then we get down here and we forget that shit, and we're like, that bitch Sue should be firebombed off the fucking planet, even though she and I are soulmates and we totally made this plan for both of us to differentiate and individuate and evolve our souls, right? Okay. That was not a quick tangent. That was a long ass tangent. My point is that you can feel a level of chemistry and that soulmate comfort. Okay, so a friend that is a soulmate, I'm sure most of us have had the experience where it's like, we sit down next to somebody in high school or junior high or elementary or college or whatever, and there's just somebody that we hit it off. Like, it's like we've been friends for years. We're already cracking jokes. We're already sharing vulnerable information, or we're already experiencing a level of intimacy that feels like, whoa, did somebody hit fast forward, or have I known you from a past life, or etc. That's a soulmate. Somebody that we just click with like that. So on the job or in a creative work, you may be partnering up with someone and there's a lot of magic to be shared. A lot of truth to be shared. That's a very Sagittarian thing. So honest that I might even put my foot in my mouth. Like, I'm just that kind of blunt. Some of y'all may be doing speaking, podcasting, writing, blogging, YouTubing, whatever, because it's like communication and getting together with someone else to do it. Doesn't have to be that it's literal communications and literal speaking, but in some way, Sagittarius, you're teaching or you're sharing your truth. And some of y'all, I feel like actually Spirit is giving me a real sense that some of y'all may actually be teachers, and you may be the one handing off the cup to young people. So in an organization or in a school, one way or another, it feels like you are speaking truth and sharing with people that really are aligned with you. I feel very excited for you about that. And it feels like it's been, not for all of you, but it feels like for some of you, yes, Sassy, I love it. Oh my God, then this is going to be even more resonant for you in just a second. Like, I'm feeling that for some of you, it has been a long time coming. Oh, that's beautiful. Lindsay, that's so good. Oh, God, I love this fucking community. Like, I love that all of y'all embrace your wands and your spirituality and your intensity. Like, I just really fucking appreciate that. So from me to you, thank you. Feels like for some of you, it's been a long time coming that you form this bond, whether it is, again, romantic or friendship or even just creative soulmates. It's been a long time coming, and I feel like you've been looking for almost like a way out or like a new path. It doesn't have to be a way out like, oh, I hate this and I have to get out. It can just be like, I'm looking for more. This doesn't feel like it. You know, now Spirit is showing me like that scene in Beauty and the Beast where Beauty is like running and singing how, you know, she wants much more than this provincial life. Like, you want much more than this provincial life. You want to sail to exotic places. You want to try new things. You want to meet new people. Some of you are teachers and leaders and organizers, and you are going to take what you're doing. This is what reminded me of you, Ceci. Going to take what you're doing to a wider, further audience. Some of you are just thinking about it. Ah! Lindsay, Spirit speaking loud to you. Oh my God. Some of you, like I said, literal teachers or mentors. Others of you, yes! I'm not going to start singing. I almost did. I'm not. Okay. And for others of you, The Hierophant can represent a marriage because it is order, it is tradition, it is, I mean, this is the Pope of the Tarot, right? So some of you, I'm going to tell you that this is the couple ways I'm hearing it. For some of you, I'm hearing no judgment. You're in a marriage or in a family situation where you're like, I got to get out of here. Like there's more out here for me and I got to go. So reminder, doesn't have to mean that you're necessarily in a bad marriage. It could be that some of you are living at home with your parents and you're like, I can't, like I got to get out of here. There's a little bit of breaking from tradition, breaking from order, or else you are sharing your order and tradition in a way that is healthy. Eee! It is my fave too. It is my fave too. So don't be afraid to change it up, Sagittarius. You hardly ever are. So I don't feel like I have to like really give you a lot of warning about that. But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to even just look at new opportunities, new shores, new relationships, and just ponder what that might be like. I was having a discussion with a dear friend yesterday talking about the word conceive and how, you know, we conceive a baby and we also conceive of an idea or a project or a possibility. And to conceive of something in our mind is the beginning of conceiving something in reality, right? Conception is not birth, but it is conception. And, you know, sperm and egg, like heaven and earth idea meets right here in the center and something is born into a new reality. So conceive of a new reality and don't be surprised when it formulates itself. Okay? Okay. You know, that spiritual crown chakra might be implanting a little something in those root, sacral, solar chakras. Might be conceiving of a whole new life, whole new path. Just saying. Okay. Sag. I hope that that is helpful. And now we will move on. Oh, appreciate you, Lindsay. It's been a chills kind of a day over here too. I've been getting chills myself through a lot of these readings. But now we're going to talk to the CEOs of the zodiac. Capricorn, fish, goat, all-terrain, vehicle of the stars. Let's talk. Capricorn sun, Capricorn moon, Capricorn rising. Spirit, what do Capricorns need to know this week for their highest good? Yay! Hey, I've been waiting for this, Jim. Finally gonna pay off. Overall energy and focus, please, Spirit, for Capricorn this week. What do they want to be aware of for their highest good? Capricorn, Capricorn sun, Capricorn moon, Capricorn rising. Okay, overall energy and focus. Now let's look at work, money, projects, career, jobs, spirit. What does Capricorn need to know when it comes to skills, resources, work? Okay. Yee! And now let's look at feelings, family, friendships, connections, whatever you want to talk to Capricorn about, Spirit, for their highest good this week. What do you want to make Capricorn aware of for their highest good? Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Capricorn. Bam. What a beautiful way to kick off your reading. Overall energy and focus for this week. Success, success, success. Completion, victory, reaching a point that you've been working for, longing for, overcoming a challenge and having a, this is how Spirit is putting it, a new sense of self. The World is the final card in the tarot deck. We work all the way up from 0, the Fool, to 21, the World. Oh, that's amazing! Lindsay, congratulations! Ah, we love to see it. Love to see it. So, coming to the top, bird's eye view, reaching a point where you can see exactly why you were presented with every single challenge that you've been presented with along the way. Along the way, we may not be grateful and appreciative for all the friction and all the bumps and bruises and holdbacks and challenges and reorientations and missteps and detours and blah, blah, blah. But this is what Spirit is saying. If any of you have ever had the thing where you're laying in bed and life is so difficult or something so hard or sad has just happened in your life that it's like, oh my God, I'm trying to put magic on it. Trying to put magic on it. Are we back? I think we're back. Okay. All right. I think we're back. So, we may not be grateful for every bump, every detour, every challenge along the way. Hey, Maggie, thank you for letting me know that I'm back. Thank you for confirming that. But when we reach this world point, it's like they said, sometimes we wish we could go back in time and do it all again because we don't want to end up here. Spirit is saying that there is a level of victory and completion coming that is going to make you go, thank you, God, for never answering my prayer to take me all the way back to when I was 5 or when I was 8 or when I was 12 or whatever, so that I could try to do this all again and not end up here. Thank you for this reminder that everything I've been through was not for nothing. It was so that I could feel the victory. Like, we do not feel great victory and like we want to hoot and shout from the fucking rooftops unless we bled and sweat and worked for something. And particularly you, Capricorn, you don't really feel like it's completion and victory unless you can see the bruises and feel the ache in your bones from everything you've done to get to this place. I feel like this week you're going to be feeling pretty proud of yourself. Pretty proud that you didn't stop. Pretty proud that you kept going for what it is you felt was actually befitting of you. Something higher, something better. Now, it does feel like there are some sacrifices to be made. Makes complete sense. The Chariot, like I said, is a victory, and it's not a victory without challenge. It is a victory not in spite, but because of challenge. So Spirit is challenging you, forgive me, this week, Capricorn, to look at every bit of friction, every detour, every bump as an opportunity to get better. You know, that African proverb about how smooth seas do not make skillful sailors, that thing. So take it as an opportunity to become more skilled. I'm seeing you doing that. I'm seeing you feeling achievement, victory, completion, hurrah. Now, let's look at work. Let's look at jobs, opportunities, prospects, etc. I do get the feeling that for some of you, you are considering very strongly making a big change to the way that you work or where you work. 7 of Pentacles is, oh, Lindsay, thank you. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. You are so welcome for that. So the 7 of Pentacles suggests taking a look at how your money's doing, how your energy, how your time, etc. Like, how have I been spending my time, energy, effort, money? And is it paying off? And if it's not paying off, where do I need to trim or eliminate or make an adjustment? Like, okay, I'm going to keep watering this project with my energy and time, but it's not yielding as much as this other project, so maybe I'm going to spend half as much time on it because it's not giving me the same returns this is. You feel me? And some of you, when you're looking at making adjustments, you may choose to leave behind certain things entirely. 8 of Cups is, I have determined, and I'm saying this in very Capricornian language, I have determined that me pouring my time and love and effort and energy into this, it is just not giving me the return on investment that I was expecting, so I'm going to pull my investment. That's what I'm hearing. So for some of you, there may be a certain project at work or a whole job or a whole career field where you're like, this is not for me. Recalibration, reassessed, and now departing. And with this as your overall energy and focus for the week, I don't feel like you leave behind anything except when you know that this is limited. The few drops that have grown stagnant in these cups, it's like A, it's finite and limited, and B, it's stagnant and poisonous, and I don't want to drink from these cups. So instead, I'll walk toward the source that is wild, that is large, that is not under my total control, as a Capricorn does like to have. I mean, in the cups, it's all under my control. I can pick and choose, I can move, I can, but with the water, with the sea, ooh, it's much wider and bigger, but it's also outside of my control. Spirit is like, go for the wider and the bigger. go for the wider and the bigger. I mean, go for the whole ass world, why don't you? Now, coming over to the realm of relationships, what I actually want to do really quick is pull one more card. Capricorn, I just want a little clarity on this, Spirit. For Capricorn in the realm of relationships, can you please give me just a little bit of clarity? Yeah, all right. Or a lot of it. All right. First, I'll pick up your first little couplet, and then I will show you your clarifying card. There's a lot of letting go. There's a lot of letting go of limiting circumstances, limiting relationships this week, Capricorn. Four of Pentacles suggests boxing yourself in, accepting less because you're afraid of what you'll be risking to get more, etc. So I feel like if any of you have been like holding on to something with an iron grip and, okay, how do I say this? I want to say this lovingly, Capricorn. Earth signs in general can tend to want to stay in the same place or the same relationship or the same job, even at the cost of like their mental health or their emotional well-being or whatever, because it's like a false sense of security. That's what the Four of Pentacles represents, is like a false sense of security, along with like a heaping dose of, oh, this is just barely enough. Like, this is just barely enough. It's just enough money. It's like, it's just enough resources. I can't like do anything extra and I can't do anything less. This is it. I have no room to go up and I have no room to go down. This is it. Like, this is where I am. No upward mobility. Spirit is like, if for those of you that feel trapped and feel like you're in a space where there's no upward mobility, it may be time to start thinking about an exit strategy. You may not even have time for that. Just to be honest, the Tower represents change that is larger than us, coming from the outside to pull a rug out from under us. Now, Four of Pentacles, this is in the relationship sector. So if any of you have been holding on to friendships, family members, romantic partners, where you know that it's not a good fit, it's too tight. That's Four of Pentacles. This is too tight. Maybe this relationship fit me 3 years ago, but now I feel constricted as hell. If you do not find an exit strategy or a growth edge, then the universe might pull this out from under you. Oh, Maria, I appreciate you for asking. This is actually because I lost a wrestling match with my cat. Pretty embarrassing to admit right here on the internet, but I'm gonna tell the truth. It was all out of love. Okay. Now, here's your clarifying card for that, Capricorn. If you've been holding on to something that is too tight, that is not enough, that's the other thing. Four of Pentacles is a little bit miserly. If you've been holding on, it's time to let go. I'm seeing this a couple different ways, Capricorn, for some of you, and you're going to know if this applies to you. I'm not judging. I know. It was a big ouch. It was bloody, I'll be honest. They're telling me two different things with this, Capricorn. For some of you, you're going to know if this applies to you. No judgment, no blame. Some of you are sitting back like, well, if anything needs to change, it's not me. Like, it's the other person. They need to change, or they need to grow, or they need to expand, because I'm perfect. Like, I'm great. I'm doing everything the way I'm supposed to do, so they need to get their shit together. That does not apply to all of you, but it definitely applies to some of you where it's like, what? I'm Capricorn. Like, I don't do anything unless it's effective and smart. So clearly they must be the problem. That may not be the whole truth, Capricorn. That may be partial truth, but it takes two to fucking tango. Okay? So that's for some of you. The other message that I'm getting for like another faction of Capricorns is you are not conceiving currently of the level of satisfaction that you could have in your relationships because you're feeling boxed in. So you need to start conceiving of, as they'd spoken of earlier, a new idea, a new way of loving and being loved. That's what they're saying. Now, Capricorn, a reminder, this is a general reading. And to get fear from a tarot reading is the last thing we want to do, especially for a Capricorn who's interested in efficiency and making things work and productivity, right? If something freaks you out about this reading or leaves you feeling worried or sour or you want something to be different, then this is your opportunity to make a change. If you feel like you may be reaching a tower moment with a friend or with a loved one, you may want to start talking to them about it now, because you may be able to diffuse the bomb that creates the tower moment by saying like, hey, are we okay? Or hey, like, are you feeling a little bored? Do we need to change something up? I'm feeling a little bored. Be honest, okay? Okay. I hope that that is helpful, Capricorn. Now, we move on from the tip of the mountain to the top of the clouds. And we're going to talk to Aquarius. Fixed air, mad scientist, wild coyote, super genius. That's you, Aquarius. I really hope y'all can hear my lovely assistant. Ooh, the Aquarius card just jumped out, the star. I shuffled it too quick, but dang. Hey! Ooh, you got it, Lori. Kept in mind. Stellium. All right. All right, wily coyotes of the zodiac. Let's get you an Acme Tarot reading. Let's blow some shit up in the best way. Aquarius. Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. What do they need to know this week, Spirit? Aquarius dominant folks. Aquarius. Overall energy and focus. Whoop, they're jumping. Overall energy and focus for this week. Okay. Now, when it comes to work, jobs, money, etc., what does Aquarius need to know? Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, and dominant folks. What do they need to know, please, Spirit, for their highest good this week? Okay. And finally, when it comes to relationships, friendships, family, connections, romance, whatever you want to speak to Aquarius about this week, Spirit, what do they need to know for their highest good? Ooh. Ooh. I'm envious. Okay. Let's talk, Aquarius. Hey, Lori, you wanted a present? Hey! A little 10 of Cups action for this week. That's pretty good. That's good birthday energy. All right. So, the Hermit. Spirit is saying 9, 9, 9. The Hermit is number 9. And then 9, 10. 10 of Cups. And this is what they're saying. I love Spirit, and I love the way this shit works. I never get tired of it. Spirit is saying, when you embrace the message of the Hermit card, it is a natural progression from number 9 to number 10 of Cups. When you really know yourself, when you know how you operate, and importantly, why you operate the way you operate, there is joy, there is happiness, there is understanding, there is community, there is togetherness. This is my cups runneth over, overwhelming joy, overwhelming feeling of contentment. And the contentment extends past you to your loved ones, your family, your friends, because 10 of Cups is the all-encompassing kind of love. It's not just romance, it's not just friendship, it's not just family, it's all. It is all of these. It is loving yourself allows you to be loved more by other people because you are being your true self, and when other people love you, it actually feels real, rather than, for example, Aquarius, you can be known for being kind of distant, kind of like a unicorn. Like I don't show up to every party, so when I show up, people are like, Aquarius! Like, oh my God! Being your true self is bringing you, hello, the kind of community, the kind of love, the kind of friendships that you want. Set yourself apart. Set yourself apart. Know yourself. It's very Aquarian to know who you are and to be it even in spite of what other people want. Like, be more polite, or be more normal, or be more conventional, or whatever. And then when I let my freak flag fly, I bring my beautiful freak family, like, right in close to me, and we can have a whole ass fucking circus. It's beautiful. Circus of love. Oh my God, let me stop. Okay, now, if 10 of Cups isn't a beautiful enough way to kick off the overall energy of your week, let's look at money. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Now, when we're looking at work and money and opportunity, 10 of Pentacles is one of the cards that, like, we most desire to see, the same way most of us would love to see a 10 of Cups in our reading. 10 of Pentacles is there's more than enough. Again, there's more than enough love, there's more than enough money to go around, to support the people I care about, the causes I care about, the societies that I care about. There's more than enough. Now, the same way the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles go together as a beautiful couplet, so too does your other overall energy card and your other money card. Don't hold back. Don't hold back, Aquarius. You might be trying to keep your mouth and your eyes and your heart shut, and Spirit wants you, if you're going to shut anything, you shut out the outside. Alone, we uncross our arms, we take off our blindfold, and we look at our fucking feelings. This woman is on the stone, turned fully away, like, I am not looking at my big ol' unconscious. I am not looking at my heart and my emotions, which are represented by these deep, unfathomable waters. I just want things to make sense. And I get you, Aquarius. You're an air sign. You're not as loving and as friendly and as humanitarian as you are. You can be a little bit of like an alien or a robot or a mad scientist. There's like something not totally human, right? Like, not completely human. But that is your superpower. Now, that said, an alien or a robot, just like in the movies, that connects to humans, there is usually some big, beautiful, tremendous, amazing outcome from that. A level of unity and togetherness that is unprecedented. So, you may ironically be a hermit who leads a community. A hermit who opens up a new group, a place where people can gather. They're coming at you fast. When it comes to relationships, connections, etc., Spirit is saying over and over in so many words, open your heart. Open your heart. Give of yourself and receive as well. Because people want to give. 8 of Wands, tons of communication, tons of messages, tons of traffic. That's what Spirit is saying. Traffic as in traffic on your blog, traffic on your channel, traffic on your podcast, whatever. Spirit is saying tons of traffic and opportunity. So open up. Open up. Some of you are seeking to fall in love. Some of you are seeking a new relationship. Some of you may even be like literally traveling to someone that there's like a beautiful beginning with. Regardless of what this energy, the way that this energy takes shape for you, Aquarius, because of course this is general, so it's going to take a different shape for each Aquarian. Regardless of the shape it takes, this is the kind of beautiful combination that every Aquarius is looking for. Freedom and love. A love that doesn't feel restrictive, that doesn't feel limiting, that feels, if anything, world opening. Like, my heart is just busting wide open and I love it. I can see all these possibilities for us, all this fun and adventure for us, Aquarius. So there's commitment and there's love, but there is also adventure and joy and opportunity. Ooh, Spirit is saying, sometimes feeling sure of something, you might start to fear that it's going to be predictable. Being sure of this love and of your heart actually creates more unpredictable, amazing, adventurous outcomes. So, just saying, a little or a lot of love and security and safety does not equal no adventure, boredom, etc. Not at all. Quite the opposite. Gearing up, Aquarius. Ooh-wee! I'm jealous or envious. I'm envious. I want some of what you got. Okay. Now, oh, you're so welcome, Lori. I hope that that is helpful for you Aquarians, one of my favorite signs in the zodiac. And now, finally, we have reached one of my other favorite signs in the zodiac. It is time to talk to my Pisces pals. It's time to dive deep into the beautiful waters. Oh, Jackie, that's a beautiful compliment. I love that. Yay. Love that. That's what we're trying to do, right? That's what we're trying to spread. Yes. Yes, exactly. Best for last. Alpha and Omega, baby. All right. Pisces. Pisces. Let's talk. What's on the docket this week, Spirit? What do you got going for Pisces? Spirit is throwing cards. Okay. Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising, Pisces Dominant Full. For their highest good, Spirit, what is the overall energy and focus this week, okay? For Pisces. And when it comes to work, money, career, opportunities, skills, and resources, wow. What do you want to tell Pisces this week? Okay? I'm trying not to look at these jumpers, but my God, okay, they're excited. Okay, all right. Yeah, Jason is one of my favorite Pisces. Boy, these cards. Okay. Finally, Spirit, in the realm of connections, relationships, love, friendship, family, what do you want to talk to Pisces about when it comes to their connections? Okay. Whoop. Now, if this ain't a dichotomy, but you are also a dichotomy. Alpha and Omega, what I say. All right, let's talk. You got a lot on your mind. A lot on your mind, Pisces. A lot on your mind, a lot on your plate, but you're getting it done. And that is what I'm hearing. Now, let's talk about it because there's a couple different things going on, general reading, so there's a couple different factions of Pisces that Spirit wants to talk to. First of all, Nine of Swords, anxiety. Again, I'm hearing some of you literally deal with like anxiety disorders or social anxiety to a point where it is difficult to get things done that maybe some other people have no problem doing. Like maybe it can be upsetting that for other people it's like, hey, that's great that you can just go to the grocery store or just call and ask about whatever the fuck on the phone. But for me, that makes me break out in a cold sweat or in literal hives or whatever. And so some of you all have been maybe putting something off, putting something off, putting something off, putting something off to the point where now you feel like, oh, fuck. Like, this is too much. What am I going to do? I feel kind of overwhelmed. Now, what I want to give you, Pisces, is, first of all, we'll talk in a little bit about money, projects, etc., and why I also have good feelings about you executing well on things. But first, let's come right here. You are overburdened, Pisces. Although, I feel like you are getting things done. And, / however, it feels like there's a better way to stack or to order or to delegate these tasks, these thoughts, these worries. It feels like, you know, what is that weird ass phrase they use? Like, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? It's a weird ass phrase, don't ask me, but it's true. It's like, well, if I've been worrying about this and freaking out about this and trying to get this all the way to its destination for like 10 months or a year, then it's doubtful that I'm going to sit down for 1 hour and get all of that done and taken care of, right? It might happen. Sometimes we're that anxious that we put off something that really could be taken care of in an hour and then we feel a lot better. Any of you Pisces who know that there's something like that where it's like, damn, I know that if I just sat down with my taxes or with whatever the fuck for an hour, I could sort this out and that would knock 3 of these swords off the wall or whatever. Take that message and do that shit. Love yourself enough to take care of yourself. That's what I'm hearing. And that's what I'm hearing across the board for all Pisces, because if you are one of these Pisces that deals with extreme anxiety or depression, both of which can be represented, dominates the mind and kind of subsumes what could go right or what it could be worth, right? Take time and love yourself enough to take care of those tasks that make you feel like you are drowning. I fucking hear you, Maria. So much love to you, because I'm not trying to do that. You have the capability, but I think you need to be a little kinder to yourself, Pisces. And don't shoot the messenger, please. Also, a little more realistic. Like, if you're telling yourself that you can take care of, again, those 10 months or a year's worth of backlog in a day or in an hour, be kinder to yourself, which equates to being more honest with yourself and breaking that thing into pieces and saying, I'll do this piece today. I totally get it, Maria. And it's beautiful, and it's a boon, and it's a blessing, because so many people wouldn't even begin to try to do the things that Pisces does, because you can dream. So do dare to dream. And then dare to dream that into reality, because in dreams, everything is light. In reality, things get a little more dense. Right, exactly like that, exactly. Like, wait, shit, I can't lose the 50 pounds I've been thinking about and worrying about all in a week? I can't do that? No, but you know what I can do? Is I can map out what would help me lose a nice, simple, sustainable 2 pounds a week, and know that, what's that, 25 weeks? That's 6 months. If I knew that I could lose 50 pounds in 6 months, and that's what I want to do, totally fucking feel you, Jason. I feel personally attacked by this, and I have no Pisces placements. But if you know that you can lose the 50 pounds or execute on the project, if you give yourself 6 months of like simple but sustainable work, let that drive you. Let that drive you. Spirit wants to surprise and delight you with what you're capable of. Let's move on to talk about work, skills, money. Spirit wants to surprise and delight you with what you're capable of. You may have been looking at the project like this. Well, I can't do it because this, or this piece is missing, or I can't move until the person contacts me about blah, blah, blah. Spirit's like, well, if that were the case, then that must not be the thing. Doesn't mean you should give up on these things, but it does mean you should have your eyes and your arms and your heart open to something else. Yes, Maria, I love that idea. A little FB group or something. You are capable of exactly what you dream, Pisces. You are capable of what you dream. But you'll have to dream into the Emperor aspect of yourself. You don't have to dream into the dreamer, because you're dreaming. You were born the dreamer. You came into this world that way. Can you dream up your inner Emperor? Can you dream them into being? To be the Emperor and to dream them into being, I mean your version. I don't mean that you have to become a drill sergeant. I'm saying, what is the you that looks like a divine boss? Like, what would you... Spirit's bringing you back to something they use once in a while, saying, what if, coming back to being the star of your own movie, right, Pisces? What would happen if tomorrow a benevolent... na, 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 na. What would happen if a brilliant and benevolent alien decided to drop into your body tonight, and you woke up tomorrow and you were not you? You had all of your skills, talents, past, etc., all the memories and etc. to access, but none of the hang-ups, none of the traumas, none of the schisms, none of the blind spots, right? What would this brilliant and benevolent alien do with your skills, your mind, your heart, your connections? What would a version of you that didn't have your hang-ups and fears and worries, one that knew, and Spirit's being like funny and deep at the same time. They're like, what would they do knowing that they get to leave? Like, that alien gets to leave your body and you will come back into yourself, and then you'll continue to lead your life, right? So this alien doesn't give a damn if you like... Jason! Oh my God, this is such a Pisces conversation right now. I love it. Yeesh. Okay, so this alien, knowing that it gets to leave your body, might be like, well, I'm gonna do a one-man show, or I'm gonna get on YouTube and I'm gonna read my journal out loud, or whatever, and be witnessed, or I'm gonna sing and tap dance naked down the streets of Washington, D.C. because I got things to say, or whatever, and I'm not gonna have to deal with the fallout or the embarrassment or the whatever of trying something and potentially failing, or succeeding wildly and getting a bunch of people suddenly looking at you. What would that alien do? Listen, don't be sorry. I ain't sorry. Y'all do that. Be your own brilliant, benevolent alien. This is the part where Spirit was like, we're being funny, but we're also being deep. In case you forgot, none of us gets out of here alive. We're all gonna die. Why don't we do some wild shit while we're here? Why not? Okay. Had to take it there. Had to kill joy for a second. Kill joy to make joy, okay? Like, it's a thing. Now, speaking of kill joy to make joy, I wasn't even actually intending to make this connection, but let's go over to love, connections, friendships, family, etc. Ooh, gotta kill joy to make joy. 5 of Cups, 10 of Cups, letting go and getting more than you ever expected, intended, dreamed. Even you, Pisces, might be shocked by what you can dream into reality. Let go. And you know what part of the letting go is? Ooh, Spirit. Ooh, Spirit. Okay, Spirit is reminding you that I suck and I'm the worst and I'm incapable and I'm lazy and I'm blah, blah, blah is just as much of a jerk off and an ego game as I'm the best and I can't be stopped and nobody's better than me. So if you're about how you suck and you're not worth it and you never can and you never will, then it's okay to, I mean, we all, so if you want, but you might want to, about something a little better than I suck and I'm the worst or I'm the best. How about like, ooh, I am fucking average. I am so average. I've got a right to be here and I'm going to publish my essay on the internet. And just do it. And just be a brilliant, benevolent alien. I'm not. I can't stop. I clearly can't stop. I probably shouldn't. Listen, if it gets you here, then I'm willing to make all of the hand gestures all of the time. Spirit wants you to have this. Spirit wants you to feel blissful, to feel connected, to feel capable, to feel like you deserve, to feel ecstasy. How about that? No! Yo! Na 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 na. Ah! Make 10 whole cups worth. All right, I'm stopping right there. Love y'all. 10 of Cups, love y'all. This has been so much fun, and the phone only exploded like 40 or 50 times. Thank you for being here, y'all. I really hope that this is helpful. I am, yes, fully pink and fully demonetized. Listen, you want to know where I got these scars? All right, no, now that's really where I'm cutting it off. I love y'all. Y'all the best. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next week.